Hey guys, and welcome back to Teapot Farm. Today we're going to be looking at one or two of the jobs that we were doing over the weekend, doing a bit of maintenance on some of the vehicles. As you can see here, we're doing a bit of cleaning up on one of our Scania 143s. Needed a bit of cleaning out on the inside, so got my bucket of water there, handy little vacuum as well. So I say hi to the little putty cat. Yeah, he wasn't best keen on me. He decided to run off. But there you go. Anyway, just going along, making sure there's no cats in the engine bay because we're going to start this one up. I'll speed this bit up because I'm just sort of going round checking the vitals, oil levels, making sure coolant's all right before we start it up. It's just good maintenance. Start these lorries up every now and again just to get the oil moving round, keep the engines running, keep them in good service as best as we can before we look at getting them back out. Hopefully we'll be getting them out in later on in the year, doing a bit more thorough cleaning in them, but for the time being this will have to do. This lorry specifically, details about it, it is a lovely Scania 143 with a V8 engine, I believe a 14-litre engine. I think 500 horsepower on it. Oh, lovely bit of kit. Lovely bit of kit. Scania built these lorries to be more or less bulletproof, but like many of the old vehicles, they tend to be rotten pigs. But just before we go on, as you can see, I'm just doing one final check, making sure there's no cats in the engine bay, because we do get a lot of the cats settling down in there because it tends to be warm and sheltered. So do one final check, and then what I'll do is I will be quiet, and then you can listen to the engine starting up on it. In high gear. We're in high gear. Come on. I'm wanting to go in earlier. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see how she does. So as you can see from the video, lorry starts up perfectly fine. Just getting the engine revs up, just get it warmed up. Lorry's going to be sitting, so don't want to kill the battery in it. So get the revs up, get the alternator running. On top of that, we decided to get the horse box cleaned as well, due a service and an MOT. So thought we'd get it cleaned up before we sent it off. Going around with the pressure washer at the moment, just giving it a clean up. So looking at just getting the worst of the grime washed off the horse box at the minute. Just round the wheel arches, round the wheels, and the lower half of the body. Around the doors tends to catch a lot of mud as well, so I tried to pay special attention to that. These Peugeot vans tend to rot around that bit just there that I'm pressure washing, and underneath the chassis, so it's good to try and get a good clean on the lower half of the truck at least, give the cats a bit of attention as well.
Right.
Then we move on to the tractor, the Ford 4600. So the work needed on this was it needed 2 new hydraulic pipes on the back, because the 2 old ones, one's a male and one's a female joint on the end, which doesn't really, well, it's not used anymore, so the male fitting at least. So needed 2 new female fittings on the back and 2 new pipes because one of them had a nice big hole in it. So these pipes on the back of this tractor, they're hydraulic pipes, and they will be used for tipping the little muck trailer that we've got, and used on the homemade log splitter. Tim, you can see him in the background there. He's made those himself, but he's helping me here, taking those 2 joints off and replacing them with the 2 new ones. When I say new, 2 new ones, yeah. 2 new ones to replace it. So, yeah, and those will plug into that remote control valve there that I've just unplugged, or just unscrewed rather, the other 2 old pipes out of. Turned out to be a good thing in the end, taking these pipes off, not only obviously to replace them, but we discovered that on taking the old pipes off, the oil dripping out of it was like thick molasses. So that's just flagged up another job that's going to need to be done. It's going to need a good oil change and hydraulic filter change as well on the tractor for proper operation. But I think that just about wraps it up for the maintenance on vehicles. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow.